world spinning with noise and haste, it's easy to miss the quiet moments that change everything. This is the story of a stranger, a napkin, and the ripple of kindness that traveled further than footsteps. The echo of kindness, a ripple effect. On a damp Thursday morning, at Brambleton Station, Maya Benson sat cross-legged on a splintered bench, her fingers scribbling thoughts into a weathered notebook. She was a freelance journalist, chasing stories in the smallest corners of life. But that day, her story found her first. An elderly man stood alone near Platform 9. No luggage. No phone. Just a bouquet of wilted daisies clutched in his trembling hands. He stared down the tracks as though they carried the answer to a lifetime of waiting. Maya walked over. "Sir, are you all right?" she asked. The man smiled faintly. "I'm waiting for my daughter. I haven't seen her in 17 years. She said she might come today." Moved, Maya offered him a cup of tea. They sat in silence, the rain softening into a mist. The train arrived and left, but the daughter never came. Before he stood to leave, the man wrote something on a napkin, folded it with care, and gave it to Maya. Kindness travels further than footsteps. JT. Back home, Maya couldn't stop thinking about him. She turned the story into a column, the echo of kindness, never knowing how far her words would travel. The piece went viral. Letters, emails, messages, all from strangers inspired to be kind, to reach out, to reconnect. But one email stood out. A woman named Elise. "I think the man in your story is my father. I haven't spoken to him in years. Your words gave me courage." Maya met Elise, a woman haunted by the silence between her and her father. They began to search. Shelters, churches, hospitals. Nothing. But Elise, inspired, asked Maya to write another piece. This time, it was an open letter. "Dear Dad, if you're reading this, I'm sorry." And that's when the echo became a ripple. A bus driver in Chicago started keeping fare cards for those in need. A teacher in Lagos created a kindness wall in her classroom. A nurse in Nairobi mailed gloves to a clinic without supplies. People, touched by the letter, began spreading kindness like sunlight. Then, late one evening, Maya's phone rang.
Hello?
Are you the one who met JT? I think he's here.
They drove to a quiet hospice nestled among trees. Elise's heart pounded with every step. At the doorway, she paused. "What if he doesn't want to see me?" she asked.
Kindness doesn't keep score. It just waits.
Inside, a frail man sat near a window. Elise fell to her knees beside him. "I'm sorry, Dad," she whispered. And he held her, with all the years he never stopped waiting. Days later, Maya received a parcel. Inside, a blank leather journal. On the first page, the same message from the napkin, now etched in gold ink. Kindness travels further than footsteps. Below it, a note. "Your kindness found me. Keep writing, Maya. JT." Years passed. Maya stood before a sea of graduates, delivering a speech titled, "The Ripple Effect." She spoke not of degrees or careers, but of daisies, tea, and a napkin. Of strangers, letters, and second chances. Of how kindness ripples farther than we'll ever know. And somewhere in the crowd, Elise smiled, beside her own daughter. And the echo lived on. One moment, one act, one heart opened. You never know whose life you'll change, with a simple echo of kindness. Moral of the lesson. Even the smallest act of kindness can create ripples that reach far beyond what we see, changing hearts, mending relationships, and inspiring others to do the same. What you give in love may return in ways you never expect.
Thank you for watching Nate Nat Learning Timeless Tale with us today. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss our next magical adventure. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep believing in the power of kindness. Bye for now.